Welcome to the new RiverCityGamers Podcast, hosted by SCXCR and Well Unreal 007, as well as many other members from the RiverCityGamers website. Stay tuned for all the gaming news, new pickups, and everything else we feel like talking about on the RiverCityGamers Podcast.
Welcome to the RiverCityGamers Podcast. I am SCXCR.
And I'm the other host, Unreal.
I'm the special guest, 1/3 of Raw Down Rebounds, Onirokaku.
And I'm a returning member, and I break my silence, Shadow Snake.
I was wondering when you were going to actually say your name.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it was too long, but...
Hey, Oni's was longer, actually. If you go by word count. I believe.
Well, gentlemen, Christmas is coming upon us.
Christmas cheer!
Yay.
Christmas cheer!
Christmas cheer!
I can't wait to say 6 o'clock on a Christmas morning.
Hey, that's...
I won't even be awake 6 o'clock on Christmas morning.
I don't even know what's gonna happen on Christmas morning. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna buy a bunch of candy canes and chuck them at people. I just need to get a Santa outfit first. Christmas cheer!
True. I'm just probably gonna relax and, and do whatever.
I'm gonna force Little Caesars to open so I can get me some crazy bread.
Screw the pizza, just go for the bread.
Hells yeah!
The funny part is that, funny you mentioned that, I just got pizza from there, like, just today.
Oh, same with me!
And,
I went to a place next to Little Caesars.
Speaking of things that are crazy, let's go into the gaming news.
Gaming news, so unreal.
I don't care if it's near Christmas, let's start off depressing. Eurocom closed not too long ago.
Boo!
If you don't even know who they are, they've actually been developing since the 90s, I believe. And they've made games like The World's Not Enough for N64 and a bunch of other titles. Their last game was 007 Legends, and because of that... Yeah, because of that game, all 150 developers lost their job.
Wow.
All I can say is I hope they, can find someplace else to work, since...
I mean, the game might have been bad, but that doesn't mean all 150 people in that studio were bad.
And what's weirder is, like around late November, they were hit with redundancies. They didn't close. They just got reduced to 50 developers out of 150. And they basically made a statement saying, well, we may as well just start working on mobile games and stuff. And as you can tell, that didn't happen, as Eurocom is fully dead now.
Hudson Soft tried doing the same thing, and then they just got fully acquired by Konami.
And we all know how that turned out.
Like oodles and noodles.
Come to think of it, a bunch of our stories are related to European stuff, actually.
Oh, there's actually a few more games that they did make that I should mention. GoldenEye for the Wii.
Which was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
That was alright. Which one? The one for the Wii or the one reloaded?
They did both.
Oh.
Yeah, they did both, but I only played the Wii version, so
I only played...
I would assume that... I don't know about you guys, but I don't know, from what I saw, it just seemed to be like the same game with updated graphics or whatever. I mean, I could be wrong. What else did they do with it?
I'll tell you if I ever cover the game.
Oh, okay.
I really don't know. The most I played was the demo, and I'm like, oh, okay. They apparently also made Dead Space Extraction, which I didn't know, and I played it.
I only played a demo of it, and it wasn't that bad.
Well, at least it's better than what Oni got.
Hey!
Hey, we'll save that. That's another discussion.
Yeah, new segment. Let's blame Oni for buying bad games.
Every week.
I mean, okay, we are all masochists here, but we don't waste our money on garbage like you, Oni.
Oh, excuse me.
Break it up. Let's keep moving.
That's all I've got for Eurocom. They're closed. People lost their jobs, and it's unfortunate.
Alright, shall I interject with a news story then?
Or do you want me to do the other one I had?
Let's switch off on stories.
Yeah, come back to me then.
Alright, which do you want to hear about?
Flip a coin.
No, I don't flip coins anymore, you know that.
I remember why.
Oh yeah.
Well, let's just start with this one. If you're trying to use the Nintendo Wii U eShop in Europe, and you want to download something like a little more mature, say for example Zombie U, you can't do it during daytime hours.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that. It was like, I was like, what?
During the hours between 3 a.m. and 11 p.m., it is not possible to download 18+ content in the European Union. It's reportedly due to a German law, which is done as a precaution to make sure that minors can't access content which is inappropriate for their age range. Yeah, Germany is fucking this up for everybody.
In Europe, at least.
Why is it always Germany?
I don't know.
I would have thought it would be, you know, I don't know, Australia or something, because, you know, they always so guilty of banning so many games.
They would ban stuff in the daytime.
They would ban Pokemon for being too violent.
Oh, come on.
Wow.
Now let's ban Pikachu there, mate.
You try to read a Pokemon creepypasta in Australia, you get deported on sight.
You try to do a let's play, you get deported on site.
Especially if it's a camcorder LP. God help you if it's a camcorder LP.
Yeah, I know, right?
Staying within Europe, good news.
Again?
Good news for British game developers. The United Kingdom is offering tax relief to game developers. But there's a catch to this. They'll only do it if your game is British enough.
What?
There is a point system they have in place in regards to the development phase of the game, the subject of the game, all the other different parts involved with the game, to determine if your game is British enough, and if it hits 16 points on their scale, then they will give you tax reliefs to making your game. Some of these little caveats include having a certain percentage of your game set in the United Kingdom or another European state, having a certain amount of British characters, having a certain amount of the game development take place in Europe, or in the UK specifically. And this is my favorite part, and I quote, 4 points if the video game depicts a British story or story which relates to an EEA state.
So, in other words, your game has to be total British to get tax relief.
How do you define British story? Does this mean Mr. Bean's Wacky World would qualify?
Does Killing Floor qualify?
Oh, Killing Floor would get like 1,286 points on this scale.
What about Zombie U? Because, you know, it takes place in London.
Yeah, but it was developed by Ubisoft, so...
Canadian.
Yeah. Was that Ubisoft Montreal, or...?
I don't know. Because I don't have the game.
Well, look for the next EA game of 007 coming from the UK, y'all.
Oh yeah, there's those, you know.
Burnout UK!
It was developed by Ubisoft Montpellier, which is in France.
So does it count?
No.
Oh.
Because they're French.
And they never win.
Oh god. I'm not getting into that one. I'm not getting into it.
I think that's a good point to switch stories on.
Yes.
Well, I'm guessing that's why Eurocom closed, because they're not Europe enough. Too bad.
Ooh. Let's go ahead to my favorite one.
The 5 biggest disappointments of 2012.
This is gotta be fun.
Oh.
Now, this isn't our stuff, by the way. We did not make this list.
Yes, this is a site by GamaSutra.com.
God help us if it was from us, everything would be my disappointments.
Oh, I have a few.
I have my fair share of disappointments, but this is not mine.
We could probably save that for next podcast, actually. Okay. You want me to go into detail as to why they were picked, or just go for the picks?
I'd say detailed.
Alright. First up, Star Wars The Old Republic. Oh, this fucking game.
Yeah.
Okay, according to the author of this article, it said, the Old Republic's design was panned as uninventive, the population dwindled when subscribers reached the end of the game's scripted content, and by the middle of the year, EA announced plans to take the game to free-to-play.
Basically, the game was designed like it was a single-player game instead of as an MMO. So there was pretty much no replayability when you got to the quote-unquote end.
That's not a good idea for an MMO.
I think they would have picked up on this, because games have figured out how to do this, like, years ago.
I mean, aren't MMOs supposed to be, like, replayable,
Yes, that's why
Yeah.
one of the most popular ones, and one of the first ones, was called EverQuest, because you never stop questing.
This is why I never play MMOs.
Well, there are a few good ones.
There'd be only one I would play, but it's never coming here. You all know what it is.
Monster Hunter Frontier.
Yeah, that's the only MMO I'd ever play.
In fact, the only one I think I ever picked up MMO-wise was Happy Wars.
The MMO that I recently downloaded it's part of my personal taste, since I am a big fan of the RPG series Shin Megami Tensei. I downloaded the free-to-play MMO called Shin Megami Tensei Imagine, but I won't go into detail as to what I think of it. But moving on.
Alright. PlayStation Vita.
Yeah!
Oh gee, I wonder why!
You wanna know why?
No games.
The Vita, that's why. Okay, next.
Oh, come on, Jet Set Radio doesn't count?
Living la vida nunca.
Like, people saying that it's worth getting the Vita just for the sake of Persona 4 Golden. I'm like,
Which is,
what?
isn't that a remake?
It's basically the same game with just updates. It's just like it has
Yay! $200-something for updates.
Poor
One game.
Poor
Wait.
Foppy.
Wait, 200 points for a... Not points, damn it. $200 for a Vita game?
No, for
No.
the Vita and the game.
Oh, Vita and the game. What about just the game?
I don't know, they like 50 or 60.
I had almost
I
every
think 50. I don't know. Ask Foppy. He has a Vita, unfortunately.
I'm sorry
Mr.
for...
Mr. No Fun, I think I will.
Okay, next. E3.
Yeah, this happened.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to go into detail about this one, because we riffed E3.
Yeah, each and every one.
basically,
Every time.
we're basically being on a dead horse, if you think about it.
Microsoft made me so mad. The end. Next.
Yeah.
Steam Greenlight.
Steam Greenlight.
What?
How's that
Yeah.
just...
Like, you know what it does, right?
Yeah, it votes in some games that might be able to become a Steam game. As you know, I did this last night trying to get in Leisure Suit Larry in Attack of the Lounge Lizards HD.
Yeah, the
No.
reason this guy picked it for being disappointing is that people are misusing the voting system.
Oh, fuck that!
Like, having Postal 2 get greenlit instead of, like, potentially really good games that just get overshadowed. Yeah, honestly, out of everything on the list, this is the confusing one on the list.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
I'm not too familiar with this, so...
But the problem
And
is, this goes
and-
back to an old quote from Men in Black that I like to dig up now and then. The person is smart. People are dumb.
Oh, man. Oh, that line.
And if you need any further proof that big polls like this just devolve into popularity contests where the person who should win doesn't win, go to GameFAQs.
Oh God, go to GameFAQs.
Don't go to GameFAQs, actually.
Yeah, don't. Unless you really want to look up the terrible top 10 lists users create. Oh God.
Or the bunch of rednecks that keep going, bank it!
Is there like a terrible RPG list or whatever in there?
Wait, Redneck, I thought we have one as a guest today.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, damn, I'm exposed.
Dang it, Bob.
I'm a sophisticated redneck, thank you very much.
There's a difference?
Yeah, I did. Rednecks don't buy Dead Space Ignition.
You still got it. I didn't buy it. Oh. Alright, we're...
Yeah, if I recall, you gave me that game on Unreal.
I gave you the game?
Yeah, you had like extra codes for it, so you basically gave me a copy of Dead Space Ignition, and I played through it just to get a few a few copies for Dead Space 2. Yeah.
I remember having a second copy. Weird. Alright. Now,
the number
moving on. Moving on.
Wait, can I do a drum roll for this?
Yeah. Okay, you can stop fapping.
That's what I was thinking.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, do that somewhere else. Oh. Okay. First of all, I'm just glad Zero's not in this podcast this week, because this one's Mega Man related.
Oh no.
Jesus.
Here's the disappointment. Cancelled, man. There's nothing. Mega Man.
Happy 25th birthday.
Well, on the plus side, at least the fans are making, that Mega Man Cross Street Fighter thing, which is for free, so there's your Mega Man present.
There's your Mega Man present. It's a gift you're giving yourself. How fucking depressing.
For the fans. But, yeah, if I wanted to make a Capcom rant video, then I would talk more about this, but this is a podcast, so we're a bit...
You make videos, Shadow?
Oh.
Just kidding. You make as much as I do, as in, like, barely.
In fact, I'm the most laziest member of this whole, group.
Bullshit! Battleship's delayed by 3 months now.
I've been delaying my review, for God knows how long.
I could have been done with Battleship, but nope. That's all I got for news.
Alright, well, let's go ahead and move on to some upcoming releases. Looking ahead about a month into the future.
In the year 2000! Damn it!
I see a 2 and a Shadow. Not you, Snake.
Shadow the Hedgehog 2?
In a Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2.
Oh. Okay.
Wait, this is coming out...
Is that it? Is that the only game?
No, I'm pausing to see if you have any thoughts on this.
Well, don't ask me.
Wait, what's coming out this month?
No. Is it?
No, within
not
the next
this
month, Lords of Shadow 2.
Oh, you mean for January?
Yeah.
Oh, the new Devil May Cry?
Oh,
What?
yes. What?
Yeah, it's coming out next month, January.
We're talking about Lords of Shadow 2!
You get to play as Dracula at the end, who cares?
Spoilers for a shitty ending.
But you said coming releases for next month, so I decided...
I said Lords of Shadow 2, and then I paused for your thoughts on it, and you started talking about Devil May Cry. God damn it.
Well, isn't Lord of Shadow like God of Devil May War Cry?
Oh. No, it's like Mega Bitch. I don't know. Shit.
Mega Bitch is cancelled like Mega Man.
Face it,
Also,
upcoming releases is ruined.
Alright, that's
Well,
it.
there's actually another one I think that's coming out in January. It's a JRPG for the PlayStation 3 called Ni no Kuni. I just played the demo of it. It was actually pretty good, so I'm looking forward to getting the full game.
There's one other game that's worth mentioning.
What game?
No one knows it?
No.
You've already shouted out every other game I was going to talk about.
I honestly don't know what was coming out in January, honestly.
I wish Devil May Cry wasn't coming out in January.
I wish it wasn't coming out, period.
You know what? I would actually agree with you on there.
You know what? Hold on. I'll load up a hint for you. Here we go.
Anarchy Reigns.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, I thought that game was canceled.
No, it
What?
wasn't canceled. It was just delayed.
Oh.
Apparently,
Oh.
one of my friend Suzuna actually imported it. You know, it's actually import friendly. It comes with, you know, English, you know, language, so you can play it in English.
What's the use of having... Oh, screw it.
Well, and also, here's the good news about it. It's actually going to be in a very decent price, like around like $30. So it won't be like priced at $60.
Yeah, you can pre-order it right now for $30.
Oh, I know what I'm doing next month. I'm
I
actually looking forward to it because I played Mad World and I loved it.
I know what I'm doing a week and a half ago.
I know what I'm doing, not next month.
I know what I'm doing.
Okay, now seriously, for Lords of Shadow 2, I'm not really looking forward to this one.
I'll play for the hell of it. I'm more excited for the 3DS game, to be honest.
I'll be honest, I kind of stopped caring about Castlevania a while ago. And it disappoints
No
me to say
comment,
that because I
'cause I'll
really
get
did
angry.
like the game.
Same goes for DMC, Devil May Cry.
Oh, I have something to say about that.
Oh,
Fuck
go-
you!
Oh,
My name's Dante Demon Killer. Has a nice ring to it, huh?
Don't you think?
Don't you think?
Street rap, I don't. Fuck you!
I'm not even gonna get into this. I've got mixed feelings. I'm just gonna rent it, see how it is.
Not
Don't
sure what to
rent
expect
DMC.
The whole thing. It's like they changed so much of the controls. It's like what? I'll say this: the
get
game
triple S by
30
mashing
frames
one
per
button.
second.
Triple S rank. Just hit the same button over and over again.
Yeah, that, and also I can't believe 30 frames per second. Come on. I mean, then again, this is Ninja Theory. They have yet to make a game to go past 30 frames per second.
The PC version of DMC will apparently reach 60,
I guess.
and that's a
I guess-
port.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, can we move on so I don't get angry anymore?
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Let's
please.
talk about what we've picked up recently. And Shadow, why don't you start us off?
Okay, I got here with me my pile of games I got, you know, since I have never made a video about, you know, pickups, whatever, so I might as well say it.
Way to start with the longest.
Okay, let's start out with Pokemon Conquest. It's a great strategy game by Nintendo Koei. Let's see, I got Journey's Collector's Edition, which includes Journey, Flower, and Flow. Journey's great, so it's the best PS3 game of the year for me. DOA 5, fighting game by Team Ninja.
DOA
Yeah,
5 is
you-
a game.
Okay, and also, I imported this. It's called Melty Blood Actress Again. It's a great fighting game, so I'll talk more about it later. Alright, I might as well talk about the 4 Wii U games I got. Zombie U, which I've yet to try.
Don't die a lot.
Yeah. Nintendo Land, which is actually better than I thought. It's better than Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort. I'll give it that. But I'm assuming you guys already talked about it in the previous podcast, so.
Oh, yeah.
Angel talked
Okay,
a lot about it.
Okay, moving on. Assassin's Creed 3, I'm pretty sure he talked about that, so moving on. And sue me for this if you will, Unreal. Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge. But it's actually good. I'm like, what? Because the PS3 and 360 versions of Ninja Gaiden 3 were so fucking terrible, I wanted to punch Team Ninja in the face until the Wii
I
U
wanted
version.
to kill myself and never buy a game again.
I fucking bought Ninja Gaiden 3 and I couldn't even get the damn thing to play.
I am sorry you bought the PS3 and 360 version?
No, I bought the 360 version for $10.
Waste of money, for fuck's sake.
I couldn't
Oh
even
my
get
god,
the
you should have waited for the Wii U version!
I don't
He
even
doesn't have a Wii U.
No, I don't.
Why are you recommending him a game he
unlimited
can't play?
availability.
Fucking hell, man.
Okay. Yes, I'm aware that not everyone's gonna be able to get a Wii U, but I'm just saying it's still inexcusable to buy that piece of shit PS3 and 360 version.
Well, excuse me, it was like $10. I got my money back, plus more.
Okay. I still got more because I'm a collector. This is probably gonna be my fighting game of the year, Persona 4 Arena. Don't need to talk about it. And PSP games, this makes Shattuck jealous. Gundam vs. Gundam Next Plus for PSP, it's an import. And this obscure RPG called Growlancer Wayfarer of Time, I think it's called. It's by Atlas, so I haven't had a chance to play it. And my newest 3DS game is Professor Layton and the Miracle Mask. I need to start playing this because I've actually played the other Professor Layton games and I finished them, but I just haven't finished the 3DS one. I need to get to that. And finally, 4 James Bond games, which I already told you this, Unreal. Let's see, I got, and these are for the PS2, so I got Agent Under Fire, 007 Everything or Nothing, 007 Nightfire, which is probably my favorite, and From Russia from Love. And that's it. I mean, I could say Resident Evil 6, but...
Right, well, I'll go next. And frankly, I do not have much. I have, I'm really desperate for new 3DO games, because I got Pebble Beach Golf Links for the 3DO. It was 95 cents, whatever. And I also got, still in the box, Flashback for the Genesis. I only have one other thing, and it's not a game, but I figured I'd mention it anyway. I had a bunch of GameSpot points that were just sitting around, and I was like, I should probably spend these on something. So I looked through their rewards, and I wound up getting the complete season of the Legend of Zelda cartoon.
Oh my god!
Well, excuse me, princess.
I am sorry.
I apologize to...
What do you mean you're sorry? I watched that shit as a kid.
Wait, is it GameStop or GameSpot?
Stop.
GameSpot.
Oh, stop. I'm sorry. I'd say I know what I'm doing in about 5 minutes.
Since you know what you're... Well, why don't you go ahead and do your recent pickups?
Oh my god, where do I begin? Back in October, I picked up WWE 13 and Zone of the Enders HD collection.
What is
November. Zone of the Enders or WWE 13?
Zone of the Enders HD collection.
Oh, it's alright. I mean, the frame rate's a little choppy, but it's alright.
I've heard about that.
Yeah, I recommend it if you don't have the PS2 version, since they're fucking rare to get. November, I picked up Dragon Ball Z Budokai HD Collection, Midway Arcade Origins. And arcade-wise, I picked up, oh my god, Sonic the Fighters. I did a review on that, you know why.
Okay.
Fighting Vipers, Virtua Fighter 2, Dead Space Ignition. Oh, I thought he was going to yell at me for that one. And I did pick up something for the PC, Duke Nukem 3D, for free on goodoldgames.com.
I've heard about that.
Yeah, better pick it up in the next hour or so.
Well,
By the
people aren't
time
going to hear this by then.
By the time this goes up, oh crap! I could have had a chance to pick up the greatest game of all time. That is Duke Nukem Forever!
Have you played it since you downloaded it?
What, Duke Nukem 3D?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have.
Do they still have, like, the steroids and all that other stuff in it? Okay, good. Because if they censored that, I would have been pissed.
No, they don't censor.
No, they never censored the PC version. Only N64.
Yeah, I know. That was my first experience at a Duke Nukem game.
Yeah, that was. I think 64 was my first Duke game. Either that or 0 Hour. I can't remember.
3D was my first experience on the PC. I still have the CD-ROM for it.
I think my first one was like the one on Xbox Live.
Right, well, Unreal, you're up.
Uh-huh.
What you got?
Not a lot.
It sucks being the people that go on every week.
Yeah. Well, every other week. Whatever.
Yeah.
If anything, I also got Duke 3D for free. Haven't installed it yet. Metro 2033 for free, which was not from the THQ bundle. It was actually from a Facebook promotion where they just said, please fucking take our game. Just like us on Facebook. I said, whatever, free game. Haven't installed it because I don't think I can run it. And, well, at the time of recording of the podcast, it's my fucking birthday.
Happy fucking birthday.
Yeah.
Now go get some hookers. Now go get some hookers and blow.
Blow it out your ass.
Oh yeah, let's not mention this. The Duke himself actually wished Unreal a happy birthday.
Yeah.
I am dead serious. On my Facebook, John St. John just sent it to me. Like, wow. Okay. Now here's your birthday cake full of Duke Nukem steroids. Don't eat it, you may die. But I bring up the birthday because I got two things from it actually. New Super Mario Bros. U.
Oh, I hate you.
Which is my second Wii U game.
Oh, is that Hate Your Friends the Game 2.0?
Yep.
Yeah, it's the ultimate grieving Mario
Except
game.
this time you can make platforms on the gamepad and then remove them, so it's hate the game times 3.
Awesome.
Awesome. I'm a
You know what?
reason
Just for that, I might get it just for the sake of griefing.
Oh,
Yeah, invite your
And-
family over. Give them reason to hate you.
this isn't a game, but this is pretty big for me. I was surprised you didn't mention this on your thing, Scott. Wait, did you mention your pickups yet, Scott?
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't mention this. Well, I got an HD PVR, so I can record high-def stuff now. It's not really a game, but I can record game stuff with it, so I might as well...
Yeah, I completely forgot to mention that. I got an Elgato HD capture thing, so I can record high-def stuff, too.
I can record high def stuff too. It's just I don't do it like you guys.
You camcorder LP the whole thing.
Exactly, and nobody's complained about it yet.
Oh,
Until
okay. I'll complain about it now. Get direct capture!
Everyone send your complaints to Onirokaku.
At kissmyass.com.
You can reach me at Onirokaku at valvesoftware.com and have fun.
I need to get my recording equipment.
Meh.
Alright.
That's all I got.
Alright, that's it for pickups. We might as well go ahead and move into our discussion topic, which, thankfully, nothing Wii U related this week.
Not
Yay!
yet.
I don't think I could tolerate any more of that, frankly.
Just
Yeah,
don't
what?
worry, we have different guests. We're not gonna get lectured. Don't worry.
Yeah, because this week's
The
topic
Wii U is this system, and it works like this. I'm just kidding.
The Wii U is a game.
How to turn on Wii U.
You touch a finger, and then you can also use a pencil that comes with the gamepad.
Yeah, and you can draw things in it.
Seriously, though.
You can look up porn with it.
Seriously, though.
Okay. Yeah, the
Gaming
real
journalism and why it sucks.
Alternate
otherwise known
title:
as
Mountain Dew and Doritos.
another alternate title. Blame Onirokaku for buying Dead Space Ignition.
Well, it's a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Well, Unreal just mentioned the Dorito Pope. And
The Dorito Pope.
there's also the incident with Gamer Syndrome, which, for those people who don't know, they posted an interview on their site talking to a BioWare employee, which supposedly led to a slight confirmation of a release date for Mass Effect 4. Only problem was, the interview never happened. They made up the whole thing. Now what makes this really bad is it stayed on their site for about a week. Other sites picked up the story, and then when they tried contacting the people from the interview, they said, this never happened. So, is there any integrity left in gaming journalism?
That's like asking the question, does John Cena have a good moveset?
He can bust out a monkey flip now and then.
Well, yeah,
But then
sure,
he
but
always
it's
does-
just...
He always does a DDT every time.
His stupid finisher. I
Stay on
swear.
topic.
Yeah, I'm just okay. Gaming journalism to me is about as dead as X-Play.
And
I never did gaming journalism, so I wouldn't really know.
Let's see, the thing is, before the internet, I always relied on X-Play for gaming journalism and Electronic Gaming Monthly because those were the only reliable sources I could get. As soon as I got the internet, I found out the real gaming journalism. Well, Sucko did for a good story! And I'm just going, what the fuck?
Let's be Stucco's stupid stories.
But in all seriousness, gaming journalism is pretty much dead to me. This is why you have people who wants to do reviews instead of people who wants to go do pro reviews. I mean, go look at IGN for example. Their reviews suck half the time.
Mm-hmm. So that's because you just disagree with them, like of how they judge the games unfairly. It comes down to all sorts of reasons as to why gaming journalism could be so faulty.
Look at the graphics. The graphics are so dumb. I don't focus on the fucking graphics.
Because graphics are so important in games nowadays.
I bet you they give Super Mario Brothers U a 1.0 because the graphics aren't so good.
That's the thing that really bothers me too about gaming journalism in general. It's like a lack of focus, particularly on reviews of games. Like not just focusing on the wrong things, but reviewing it based on something that it isn't.
Does it have Mega Man in it? Yeah.
No, what I'm talking like, just for example, taking a survival-based game and reviewing it like it was an action game.
Oh,
I hate that. What? I hate that so much. Like, this is why I barely get to see games that try to be survival horror, get poorly reviewed. Like, for example, this is exactly why Zombie U is getting mixed reception, because people are basically trying to review it as if it's it's an action game. But what a lot of these reviewers don't realize is the fact that Zombie U is trying to be an actual survival horror game with zombies in it. And from what I played, when Angel showed it to me, it actually works as a survival horror as opposed to an action game.
Now, just to kind of play devil's advocate a little bit here, I don't want this to be entirely one-sided. A lot of these gaming journalism sites have a lot of advertisements on their site. That's like one of the main ways that they make money, to be able to pay everyone working with them. They have a lot of people who give them review copies, specifically on the grounds that they get good reviews.
Activision?
EA.
Kane and Lynch is the biggest example.
Oh God.
It's the most infamous example. Everyone knows about this.
Yeah.
And that one employee got fired and created...
Jeff Gertzman gets fired.
Giant Bomb.
Yeah.
I get that. I think the point I'm trying to make is... I got a little sidetracked, sorry.
Sorry.
The point I'm trying to make is a bunch of these gaming companies are basically forcing gaming journalists to kind of bend to their will. So at one point, like, how much of the blame goes to the journalists and how much goes to the industry?
I think it's both half and half.
Let's put up for example, okay? I'm just going to...
Because the industry, the reason they do this is because they don't have the confidence in their game, so that's why they have to bribe journalists to, give them good reviews.
Well, what does it say that they're not confident in their product?
It pretty much tells them, that they don't like their product, they just think it sucks. Henceforth, this is kind of the reason why Call of Duty games get, great reception. I mean, granted, some people will go as far as to say that Black Ops 2, introduces some new things onto the table, but still.
Well,
I go to say that, it's still being bribed to get good reception, like it's getting right now.
That would be like, I'm just putting it out there, THQ coming to RiverCityGamers, coming up to me is like, we'll give you this and this if you promote WWE 13 and say, this is the best game you've ever played in your life.
Yeah, but I wouldn't really want to do that. I mean, I wouldn't do that even if Atlas were to give me a free copy of like a Persona 5 and whatever, and I would like to review that game on my own merits. So
exactly.
By the way, if anyone from THQ or Atlas is listening to this, feel free to come on the podcast. Maybe you have some free stuff.
Yeah, anybody from WWE Games can give out some free DVDs. tell us when WrestleFest is coming out.
Oh yeah, Atlas, if you're listening to this, stop making Persona 4 updates and give us a new Persona game already.
Yeah,
No, they'll milk it dry.
That's why they won't come to us. We won't pull punches.
Yeah.
Of course. Especially me. Except I throw buildings.
Wait, how many Persona 4 things do we got? The golden game for Vita, we got the Animu and the fighting game. Oh,
Coming
and
soon.
the social trading card game that, Tairo Uchimaru shared on Facebook. And when I saw that, I was like, what?
Why is the trading card thing a new thing? Because it's not just Persona that's doing that. Uncharted is doing that too. And I'm glad Zero's not here for this. Mega Man Crossover.
Oh. Coming soon, Persona 4 Ultimate, starring the Ultimate Warrior.
Why do I get the feeling they're gonna make like an update to Persona 4 Arena with new characters and all that stuff?
Everything DLC.
You know what? Can I just spoil like the how the story sort of ends in Persona 4 Arena?
Go right ahead. I'm not gonna play the game.
It basically ends in a cliffhanger, and it's just like setting up. It's basically trying to set up for sequel material. I'm like, oh god.
That's what they get you, dude.
Spoiler, it never ends. It never happens.
Personamon.
Personamon, gotta catch 'em.
You can't catch enough teddies. No one wants to.
Anyway, topic was gaming journalism, I believe, before he got sidetracked.
Of course.
Again.
Yeah, that's why it's.
River City Gamers Podcast. We'll talk everything about gaming.
We stay on track, I think.
I guess. Anyway,
Yes, I don't know. I'm
do you
drunk.
think that, like,
What the fuck is a podcast?
It's something me and MJ do on a daily basis, but we fail at it.
do you think that maybe the poor integrity of gaming journalism is, like, why we do stuff like this in the first place?
Pretty much. This is
Why we have this podcast, the site, why we do these videos on games?
You have
It all started with one nerd, and then everybody else did it. Now we just do it because gaming companies, gaming journalism just sucks.
Well, the thing is, though, the part of the problem is that we're giving these journalism our attention, and that's what they want. They want our attention, regardless of it being positive or negative. So that's why gaming journalism like this is so successful. They get attention. The only way for these to be very unsuccessful is to not give them attention. But the problem is, people give them too much attention for all they worth.
Yeah, like places like Idiot G Nutballs thinks, well, we're the best review site in the world. We review everything. No, you don't.
Okay, so is there anything else to say about gaming journalism, or did we already say what we said?
Monroe, you've been kind of quiet for this. Do you have anything to say?
Not really.
All right.
I mean, the best I can say is Dorito Pope.
Why did he
All you can
do
say.
that?
I don't fucking know. Jeff Keighley, which is the Dorito Pope,
Fuck him.
it's like there's times where he's pretty fucking awesome. Let's rewind a few years to when Fox News covered Mass Effect's sex scene.
Oh God. I mean,
Jeff
like,
Keighley
kind of
defended the
like
game in the best way, pretty much calling out the person. That, like, I don't know, there was just some woman that did a book was brought on for the Mass Effect thing, and so was Jeff Keighley. Jeff basically asked her, "Did you even play the game?" And she said no. That said a lot right there about that one. And then there's just other stuff. So Jeff Keighley's on and off. He could be really awesome or really dumb.
He's a bit of a mix, like a love it or hate it type of guy.
I don't even want to bring up the Angry Joe thing with the VGAs, but
I don't think that's really necessary to bring up. I mean,
I'm just trying to set examples here as to why he's like yes and no to me.
Yeah, speaking of game trailers, while we're on that subject, look at the people besides Jeff Keighley they've got on their team. Steam.
I want to kill someone.
Yeah, miss, I know how to play video games. No, the fuck you don't. How do you play Portal 2? Exactly.
How do you play anything?
How do I Mortal Kombat? Do I just jump kick through the whole thing? Okay.
You could just imagine her playing a JRPG, and if I were to see that, I would want to go to her, hunt her down. It's like, this is how you play a fucking horror.
Actually, going back to the VGAs,
If she ever played WWE 13, I would be like, this is not how you play WWE 13!
going back to the VGAs, was anyone else legitimately surprised by some of the picks that they made?
I was surprised by the whole thing being taking place on the 1 vs 100 set.
Yeah, I was surprised
yeah,
they were actually giving some of the rewards like in the pre-show.
I mean, I was surprised by the giant penis that came up behind Tenacious D at the end.
I'm surprised they allowed that.
Dark Souls 2.
Yeah, that was actually a surprise. I mean, we thought it was
Oh
like,
my
what,
god. I still have no idea how I correctly predicted it.
You were just
And after that happened, my computer blue screen. Isn't that great?
But
you were just joking about it, and then all of a sudden, Dark Souls 2.
But-
You just went ballistic, man.
But we bash VGAs all the time because they always make like the popular thing. Like they'll pick the Halo game or the Call of Duty game or whatever EA comes up with. But then this year comes along and they pick Journey for a bunch of stuff. Walking Dead the game swept like half of the awards.
Including Game of the Year.
Yeah, Game of the Year, The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Wow.
Studio of the Year, Telltale Games, who made The Walking Dead. And I'm just sitting on my computer going, what? Really?
Yeah. You know what's really the funny part? Borderlands 2 won Best Shooter of the year.
Oh god, was it revealed who won best song in a game? It wasn't Linkin Park, was it?
No, it was Cities by Beck from Soundshape.
Oh. Oh. Beck.
In fact, looking through this list...
Wait, what about the game? What about all the Wikipedia entries?
Oh, God!
or Biocock, or any of the other stuff that people were trolling with on this list.
Sonic the game for Game of the Year.
Don't get me started,
Best
please.
song Rolling Around at the Speed of Sound by the Sanics from the album Sanic.
One of the nominations for Song of the Year was Crawling in My Skin by Linkin
No.
Park.
One of the nominations was Coco Jumbo Monster Mix by Linkin Park.
Oh my god.
I mean,
alright.
there were
I
a
need
couple of things that I disagreed with on this list, like New Super Mario Bros. U, fuck you, that is not the best Wii/Wii U game.
I
Especially
disagree
not when
with-
you put it on the list with The Last Story and Xenoblade Chronicles,
Xenoblade
which
won.
should have won Best RPG, one of those two.
Yeah.
What was the other
Yeah,
game?
I think-
Zombie U?
Yeah,
Okay.
I haven't played that, so I'm not going to say anything.
Same here. I'm not gonna say I haven't played. The only one I think I played was Xenoblade, and I kind of agree Xenoblade should have won, but that's just me.
Then Best Team Sports Game, who cares?
No one cares.
Fuck Madden.
It was in WWE 13.
No, that was individual.
SSX won that, and I can't
yeah,
really
fuck
disagree
that.
with that.
Oh, well, except me because I'm a wrestling fan and I'm not a snowboarding fan. So
Bias! Bias, you're not
Oh,
allowed to
stop.
vote anymore.
I think that's a good note to end the discussion on.
Yes.
So,
Actually,
apparently
let me
the
just say-
VGAs were okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
VGAs
okay.
were a step up. Aside from having Samuel L. Jackson host again.
And the,
Is this like the 5th time?
And for the love of God, do not have the Wayans brothers anywhere near your production.
Ugh.
especially don't do that Sam Jackson thing anymore, please.
Find someone else who likes games.
Like Jack Black. Again.
Or hell, I got a nomination. Get Unreal to host it. At least
I'll
I
host it. Spike, if you're listening, I will host the VGAs in 2013.
Like they
I
would
will
listen
suck
to you
the
like they did
Deadliest
to listen
Warrior's
to Hank
dick if you
Joe.
let me-
No, Deadliest Warrior got canceled.
Yes!
Oh, it did?
Yes! It did.
Did they just run out of ideas?
Pretty much, yeah.
They couldn't
Oh.
get the Red Ranger
News to
from
me.
time.
Shit, I can't think of anything else that involves stabbing a pig carcass.
Yep.
Yeah, can I also just get this out of the way? Best fighting game went to Persona 4 Arena, apparently, in the VGAs.
Which is a shocker because I never played Persona 4 Arena. The only fighting game I played this year was Dead or Alive 5 and Street Fighter Cross Tekken, but I don't count
I am
those.
sorry.
Actually, it's kind of impressive Persona 4 Arena won because it's on the same list as Dead or Alive and the new Tekken Tag Tournament.
I would.
We're not acknowledging the other game
Tekken
that
Tag
was on
2
the
would
list.
win, but Persona 4 Arena, I'm like,
Yet
okay.
another thing that shocked me about the VGAs.
This year's VGAs was a
I
shock.
would have been pissed if Street Fighter Cross Tekken were to win. I was like, no!
Anyone with a brain knows that game sucks.
Alright, so anything else to add about gaming journalism, the VGAs, or stabbing pig carcasses?
No.
He said all that we could say.
Pretty much.
Alright, well, it's that time again.
What?
It's time for viewer questions.
Boo!
And if
How
anyone has
many?
questions that they want us to answer on this podcast, feel free to leave a comment on the YouTube upload, leave a comment on this post on the site, and we will answer it for you on the podcast.
And if
Should
you're-
we also plug our new Facebook page?
Yes, we do have a Facebook page now, and I forgot the web address for it. God, what is it?
Facebook.com/RiverCityGamers.
Wow, how did I forget that?
I don't know.
You're high.
Facebook.
I'm not high.
No,
I
we'll
just
try and get a
look
Twitter
at the
soon.
sky.
We'll try and get a Twitter soon.
Anyway, the question.
The question. For
As
the
usual.
third week in a row.
As usual, it's Onirokaku again. Akaku!
Before we begin, please, people, more questions.
Ask us
Yeah.
shit.
You got the great Onirokaku on here this week. More
'Cause-
questions.
Because if it's like a question a week,
Yeah, this
Then,
is gonna
you
get
know.
old fast.
yeah. But Akako, I know you'll be watching this. We appreciate the questions. Don't stop if you have more. We're just telling other people submit something.
Other people?
Wait, people watch us? Better smoke up.
Well, there's 63 views on the last one, so it can't all be us checking for questions.
Of course.
Anyway, the question from Onirokaku this week is, what are some of your guys' favorite reviews/videos from each other? And I need a while to think about this, so
Yeah.
We go to this website so I can actually think.
Okay, I think I'll start.
all right, Oni, go ahead.
See, thing is, this was from a long time ago, before River City Gamers was even invented. This is during the AVGN era. And I still think it holds out to this day. This is when WizWar was still the Super Nintendo guy. The review I first saw from him was Batman Forever. He just ripped that game in the new one because I played Batman Forever. I hated Batman Forever. Batman Forever was like the toilet that Acclaim made. I'm not kidding. And he just ripped it a new one, and I laughed through the whole thing. And to this day, it's still my favorite review. So, Wiz, if you're listening, good job, my friend. You made one review that's still stuck in my heart when you were the Super Nintendo guy.
All right, anyone else?
Yeah, we're gonna need some time to think on this. Shit.
Alright, I might as well just say this because this is like in recent memory. Well, I would like to say I like one of my favorite reviews happens to go to Blondie's Castlevania Judgment review because I've actually been wanting to like for the longest time find someone that that I'm friends with to review that game because like he said, I consider that to be the worst Castlevania game in existence. And I would rather play any other Castlevania game than that horrid piece of shit.
Castlevania Adventure?
Yeah, I'd rather play that. And I actually did play it, and yes, it was stiff as fuck, but better than Judgment. Anyway, another reason is that I liked how well detailed he went. Like he actually described all the characters as their own entities. So he basically did. He was actually trying to like describe like each character to see if you could find like some redeemable ones. And the way he did it was really well done. And while he wasn't really going as far as trying to be all hateful towards it, but he tried to review it in a favorable manner. But regardless, he still cringed at the game, and that it just made me laugh. Like he was trying to maintain professionalism, but yet the game was just making it so hard for him to do. But oh god, just watching that review just made me laugh to no end. It's like, if you want to know what I think about Castlevania Judgment, just watch Blondie's review of it.
Got something, Scott?
I'm still thinking.
I think I got one.
Oh, okay.
One of my favorite videos. It's kind of hard. I have a few, at least one per member. But if I just want to think of one off the top of my head, this is one of your videos, Scott. What we got is your Helix review.
That one.
It's not because I'm in it. The reason I picked it is because you somehow you tricked me so well that every time I look at it, I just feel retarded. In a good way, because it's like, wow, I fell for that so bad. Like, go watch it.
For those of you who don't know, I basically ambushed Unreal in a Skype call and had him unknowingly review a WiiWare game called Helix.
And I had to answer a bunch of questions regarding it. I should have figured it out by the way you were talking, Scott, but I was just like doing other stuff, and I'm like, okay.
Okay.
I mean, I was kind of laughing during it because I'm like, what the fuck? But yeah, I really like that one, mainly because I'm retarded.
So, Scotty, have you picked?
I have a couple that come to mind. One is... Actually, wait. No.
Never mind.
Podcast is canceled. Never mind.
Okay, we're gonna be like, if I had to do one of Angel real quick, I'd have to do that trial and error of Final Fight Streetwise.
That would be mine.
The 10-hour review.
The 10-hour review, yeah.
Well, the reason I would say that is not just because I'm in it, but because, it's like destroying
Wait a minute, I said that earlier. Not because I'm in it, but it's because I'm in it.
Well, the reason I say is because, one, he basically just verbally destroys that piece of shit Final Fight game. Because I played it, I've seen it all, and holy god, is it bad.
I played the multiplayer.
I played through both the campaign and the multiplayer. I just helped him out with multiplayer.
Well, you're gonna have to. Scott, you need more time?
Yeah, I need more time.
I guess I might as well say which is my favorite Unreal review. Can I just flat out say your... can I say your Mirror's Edge review?
You can say whatever you want.
I'll just say I liked your Mirror's
As long as it isn't the Wii Sports review that's long gone.
Yeah, let's just go with Mirror's Edge. Because you actually describe it as to why you actually like that game. In a very good sense.
Okay, I think I got one.
Alright.
Actually, I have a couple. The first one, I think Blondie's Prize Fighter review. Just because of how incredibly lucky he was that there was already save data for the game that had enough points that he could make it through, like, the rest of the game. And that one shot of the developer saying that even though the game was like 4 fights long, they thought it would take people like 3 or 4 months to basically grind their way up to the championship. I haven't been that mad at a game developer in a while.
Oh, you should see me be mad at Slam City.
And my other video is one that Unreal did.
Uh-oh.
And it's on the Band Hero demo.
You really like that one?
Yes, because you properly encapsulated in that one small demo everything that pissed me off about that game. It only had like 3 songs, and they were supposed to appeal to like the popular crowd, but meanwhile it's got I'm Walking on Sunshine in it.
And I forgot the other song, but I don't really care.
It's literally trying to appeal to everyone and their
there
moms.
was a Taylor Swift song.
Yeah, there was. It just came back to me. God fucking damn it!
I am sorry. Please don't kill me.
But those are my picks for videos.
Is that it?
I think that's
I mean,
it.
we could go on for other users, but that kind of messes with the runtime. I hope that satisfies the question
plus
for
we'd be
now.
sitting here for like 20 minutes just going.
Thinking.
I have like a checklist of everyone in RCG going, okay, I need this person, this person, this person. But
I have nobody who loves my videos.
If you're a question, send them. We'll answer them. We've done it twice now, so you know we're not lying.
Of course.
Please.
Please, we're begging you.
I don't beg. Send me money.
Speaking of money,
you're fired next week.
Speaking of getting fired, updates.
Someone got fired.
Alright, what are you working on? What do you have planned? Oni, why don't you start us off?
I actually got 2 things. As you know,
Well, you got
Swallow,
food.
Then go.
I got food, yeah. Starting next week, Raw Down Rebound heads into its season 4 finale. After we cover TLC, Whoop-De-Doo, and every fucking Divas match that sucks. But I'm gonna try and cover 2 episodes of the Arcade Room. One of them, the long-awaited Jet Set Radio review, and the other one, Doritos Dash of Destruction, where you get to see me fight a Godzilla wannabe. That'll never happen.
You realize I love Jet Set Radio.
Well, I'm not...
And you
Never
realize
mind.
if you screw anything up, I will be on your ass.
I'm not gonna screw it up. I'm Oni.
There's always potential.
You are the one and only.
But don't worry. The Jet Set Radio review is gonna take a good while to do, since it was requested by a friend of mine's brother. And it's gonna take a while because, well, there's a lot to cover. And a lot of systems to do it on.
Is that it?
While Dash of Destruction is just gonna be pretty much,
Dude, that's Space Ignition.
fuck you.
Weren't you gonna do that Unreal?
Yeah, weren't you gonna do it?
I canceled that so long ago. Maybe I'll do it at some point, but
How about this? I'll do it with you.
listen, the footage I recorded is on my dead computer, which I still can't extract. Same with GoldenEye Rogue Agent, which was the LP footage. I was gonna reuse that for like a review down the line, but anything I was gonna do on my old computer, I can't do until I can get the data out.
So, any other updates, Oni?
I guess I'll do it.
Alright, I'll go ahead and go next. Alright, the next edition of the Bloody Roar Retrospective, I'm hoping to have it up within a week's time.
When it's done.
A week's time when it's done. Which will be within a week, hopefully.
Or 14 years, give or take.
I still have a lot of translating to do on it, but the script is progressing pretty well, and I feel like I can get this done, especially since I am out of classes now. Finals are done, that is behind me, and I can slack off at work and work on the script there. Meanwhile, I've also done a little script work on the first edition of I Hate This Game, so look for that maybe beginning of January, and I still have the next episode of SE On planned. I might as well just say it here. Evil Zone.
Starring Duke Nukem as Spider, which I'm not in.
He's not in the game except for the parts where he is.
Evil Zone, not that anime fighter ripoff.
I'm Galley Banished Gregman.
Oh god, I know what you're talking about.
I like booze.
Especially the guy that holds the sword in the most awkward way possible.
And my last update, I have started recording for the I Want to Play that I want to do. Except for the part where I don't want to do it because I don't want to play the game. So it's a complicated relationship, this is.
You should just call it I Don't Want to Play.
I am neutral while playing. But that's all the updates for me. Shadow, what do you got?
Alright, let me try to see what I can... How do I put this? The project I'm currently working on is, it's like this new series that I've came up with my mind. I call it cross-examinations, where I'm going to try, implementing me implementing myself as a detective of sorts, but also reviewing games. And maybe including like a bunch of, poorly written detective subplots, because, I've watched shows like Law and Order and all that stuff. But essentially the first cross-examinations video that I'm actually working on is quite possibly my most favorite fighting game called Melty Blood, which is, a Japanese-only fighter. And I'm actually thinking about doing another demo video like I did with the Ken's Rage demo, that horrible demo that I, suffered through multiple times. I'm thinking about doing a demo video on DMC, aka Fuck You the Game, or Ni no Kuni the demo, which actually impressed me. So look, you may want to look for that. And if I get these projects done, maybe I can find it in myself to actually progress through this god-awful, terrible game that I have that starts Nina Williams from Tekken, called Death by Degrees.
Going back to your detective thing, you said you were inspired by Law and Order. So does that mean you're gonna rate your games like 5 yes out of 10 or something?
I don't really. I'm not probably gonna do it through a rating system. I'm not gonna do 1 out of 10. I'm not gonna do any of that. It's just ridiculous.
So it's gonna be yeah or no.
Probably. I don't know. I need to write. I'm probably gonna have to think more into this as I dive into
Or when you really like a game, it'll be yeah.
Okay, so going back to this potential Death by Degrees video, if I can bring it upon myself to beat this piece of shit, maybe then I can actually start recording footage of it and ranting on why this game sucks.
Good fucking luck.
You wanna know what's I paid only $2 for this game. Case, manual, and CD, and demo disc, everything.
$2 too many.
Yeah. If I wanted to, I could rip off FCR's $5 gaming on it.
I will murder you.
Yeah, but I don't want to do that. So, I think that's all. Oh yeah, and also I've been thinking about doing, this is not really video game related, but I'm thinking about doing this for RiverCityGamers, where I basically am going to review a non-existent anime called Tsukihime, which is an anime that Tsukihime fans really, really hate. And they don't want to say it exists. For good reasons.
Okay.
Kind of how the Sonic the Hedgehog movie never happened.
What now?
Okay, I think that's about it for me in terms of updates.
Alright. Unreal, that leaves you.
Battleship delayed by 3 months again.
Battleship forever.
Battleship forever. Progression is still lackluster. I want to get it done by the end of the year. I really do. The good news is, as of recording, next Tuesday is my last final. After that, I'm done with the semester for college, and I can just spend the rest of the month doing Christmas cheer and Battleship. And maybe the end of the world, if that fucking happens. I don't know.
Wait, doesn't that happen on the 21st?
Yeah. Well,
So you got about a
whatever.
week then.
Whatever. Battleship is the apocalypse. They don't know that. Menu Madness is slowing down, considering that the college semester is ending, meaning I'll have less frequent time to visit fast food places. That's why there really isn't an episode this week. Next week I should, because I do have an idea of what I want to review next.
And next
we're going
week-
back to McDonald's. So.
Damn it!
Hey, they brought back an item that usually goes off the menu
What,
after
the McRib?
Yep.
Oh god, I guessed it right! Fucking hell, man!
Now you know how I feel about Dark Souls 2. Alright.
I'm
That's it.
surprised they don't cancel the McRib. That's like heart attack on a bun.
You're gonna be surprised about the nutrition facts I looked up on it.
Yeah, nutrition facts, 1 million.
No. Everything... The stuff I've reviewed so far, minus the Filet-O-Fish, is worse than the McRib, which surprised the fucking
Really?
shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I won't go into details, you'll find out next week. That's it.
Uh-oh.
Battleship delayed by 2 months.
That's a hell of a cliffhanger for people.
Oh shit! You want to
Oh,
not
shit.
get fat? Wait till next week.
So is that it for updates?
Yeah.
I think so.
I think that's it for the podcast.
Well, isn't there like a recap we should do?
Yeah. Journalism shucks.
Journalism shucks.
VGAs are actually not as bad as we thought, despite some disagreements in the rewards.
And dumb shit still.
Yeah.
Like,
And games aren't
and then-
British enough.
Ugh.
And,
And
everyone-
Eurocom's dead.
And everyone hates me because I bought Dead Space Ignition.
And Akago is our #1 fan.
Keep it that way. But fucking send in questions.
Yes.
Alright, well, I think that wraps things up for this podcast. I am SCXCR.
I'm Unreal.
I am Raw Down Rebounds Onirokaku.
And I'm the detective Shadow Snake.
And I leave you with pizza.
Yum!
Might as well go finish the leftover pizza.
Actually, I'm gonna go make a pizza and then eat all of it.
Diganino.
Actually...
Really? Diganino?